Hey friendos, it's Ritz. Welcome back to TMITuesday, the show that's all about oversharing. This week's theme is Christmas and the holidays and other such questions like that. I haven't actually read them yet, so hopefully you guys stayed on topic. Next week's theme is going to be New Year's, so leave your New Year's related questions in the comments down below. We'll answer those questions about our New Year's resolutions, stuff like that. Whatever you guys want to do for that theme, go for it. Yeah. We're gonna jump right in with some questions. Let's just go. Shy Guy asks, what was the worst thing you did on Christmas or the days leading to Christmas? I actually pierced my lip the day before Christmas. Basically, I was just like, I'm gonna get my lip pierced the day before Christmas because or 2 days or whatever, because that's what I thought was a smart decision. And obviously I love it, but it was kind of just like, I did it before Christmas, so that was kind of weird. Otherwise, I don't really have any bad Christmas stories. I didn't celebrate it for a while. So like, last year was the first year I celebrated in a while, so I don't really have a lot of stories from the years before that. So, yeah, I've never really done anything like the worst. I've never really done anything. Zula Addison asks, what YouTuber that I've not collaborated with before, not sticking to other gaming YouTubers, would I love to collaborate videos with? There's two. Firstly, I'd say Philip DeFranco and the SourceFed Studios is the big one, and then as well Rooster Teeth and their subsidiaries and all of their networks, the Let's Play Network and all that stuff. I would love to work with them in any way, shape, or form or collaborate with them. So if they're interested or anyone knows someone who'd be interested, hi, I'm your guy. Hot Dog asks if there's any Christmas-themed movies that I really like, and I'm gonna go with Die Hard. It is my favorite Christmas movie, hands down, and then I also like to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. That's the other one that I like to watch every holiday season, because for whatever reason, for me, those are Christmas movies. Some people say otherwise. They're both definitely Christmas movies. I'll fight anyone who says otherwise. Ash Baskervilles says, has Stranger Things ruined Christmas lights for you? Not at all. Do you ever decorate, not just the house, maybe just a room or somewhere? Last year I did, or maybe it was 2 years ago, I don't even remember at this point. I had a tree that I put downstairs. We don't have space for it, and it's under a bunch of other boxes. I didn't want to bring it out this year, but I wrapped, technically, and no one else did shit. I wrapped Christmas lights up the banister downstairs, or to go up and downstairs, and that has been our light for the stairs forever. It's just, we'd never want to have to flip the switch for the stairs. They just have these colored lights forever now, and they're starting to go out, and I'm sad, but I'm also moving out in like 4 weeks, 5 weeks or whatever, so it's not as big a deal anymore. Oh fuck, I'm moving. Cragmaster asked what my worst Christmas gift I've ever received was, and I'm gonna have to go with the first year I ever did White Elephant. I brought some stuff to the game. Actually, both years I did White Elephant. They were kind of weird. So the first year, I ended up with like a Little Mermaid ornament or something that I gave to my friend Renee. So I didn't actually get anything that year for that White Elephant group. And then the second year, I came with the Guardians of the Galaxy DVD, or Blu-ray, technically. I'm still saying DVD still. And I also left with the Guardians of the Galaxy Blu-ray, because that's how White Elephant works sometimes. Yep. It was great. Auto Rocket asks, any holiday traditions that you have with your family or that you started yourself? Not really. When I was really little, my mom didn't want to cook, so she made us waffles for Christmas Eve dinner. We'd have waffles and whipped cream, and that was just the thing we did. And I was like, all right, whatever. But otherwise, we don't really have any traditions whatsoever. I think we do the open one present the night before Christmas, but that's kind of just something that I think a lot of families do, especially for bratty kids that are just like, I want something now, which I was definitely one of those bratty kids, let's be honest. Shiny Star asks what my favorite Christmas song is, and it's either You'll Shoot Your Eye Out by Fall Out Boy or Happy Holidays, You Bastard by Blink-182, because it's not like the super generic All I Want for Christmas Is You, those kinds of ones that you hear all the time, and it gets really repetitive, especially when you work in a mall during Christmas time, and I did that like 2 or 3 years of my life was Christmas, listening to the same songs over and over and over, and you really start to hate them a lot. It's also why I don't like the Beatles. Beatles Rock Band came out. It was great. Nobody's Dogma asks, what is your favorite thing about Christmas? Ha, you can't cheekily avoid giving me a straight answer now. Or can I? Alexis Alvarado asks, what is the best part about Christmas? Fuck. You ruined it. Literally in order. There's no way you're gonna be able to see it. It's in order. That just kind of worked out. It's kind of funny. My favorite part about Christmas is definitely all the smells. They're like super nostalgic. And also being like, give me all that hot chocolates because I'm cold. And electric blankets, that's also the best part about Christmas. Thought I was gonna say something heartfelt, but nah. Hot chocolate and electric blankets, let's go. Not Just Cran asks, hot cocoa Or eggnog, what is your favorite, and what's your favorite Christmas movie? Well, I answered Die Hard already for our favorite Christmas movie. And hot cocoa, I've never actually had eggnog, but every time I smell it, it makes me gag, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like it. Derek asks, do I like to go look at other decorated houses during the holidays? How about lights in the park? Honestly, I've not even thought about doing any of that kind of stuff for years. I definitely did it a couple times when I was like 7 or 8 probably. We went to like Candy Cane Lane, which is just a place that has all the goddamn lights and all that stuff. And I guess you have to do it in that area. I'd hate to be the one person who's Jewish who moves into that neighborhood and then they're like, oh, we have to do Candy Cane Lane. Great. It sucks. So no, I've actually not gone and looked at any of those houses or anything like that in a long, long time. Maybe I'll do it this year. A different Derek asks, what was my worst Christmas? I think it actually might have been the worst / best Christmas. It was in 2012, and it was right before I started my YouTube channel. I was really lonely. I was living with like 6 other people, and all of them had gone home for Christmas, so it was just me in the house. I didn't have a car. I had literally nothing to do, and I had nowhere to go. So I streamed on Twitch, and I think it was like another lonely Christmas stream or something like that. And I had like 6 viewers playing Minecraft, and it was the worst because I didn't have anyone to do anything with, and it was super lonely, except that it wasn't because I had people in chat, and that's kind of one of the things that drew me to YouTube and Twitch again after my little lapse between when I had my first channel and all that stuff. So yeah. Megs asks, have I ever kissed someone under mistletoe? No, I've never even... I forgot that that's like a thing that people do. It still seems super cliche to me that that's a thing, but sure. Megs also asks, have I seen Stranger Things? Yes, and who is my favorite person from it? I'm gonna go with Barb. She was just sassy and like definitely me if I was in that scenario, so. Ash the Red Riding Hood asks, what is my most memorable Christmas Day moment? I distinctly remember opening up the PlayStation 2 with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 whenever the 2 of those games were out. Probably the most, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 was the most recent one at that time, obviously. And I remember just being so excited and hooking it up and playing it and it being awesome. Hollow Dragonite asked if there was anything I wanted for Christmas when I was younger that I never got, that I then bought for myself as I was older. And I don't think I ever put it on my Christmas list, but I always really wanted Keyblades from Kingdom Hearts, because obviously I love fucking Kingdom Hearts. It's a problem. And, you know, I'm an adult now who definitely bought them for himself. Well, somebody bought me this off of my wish list. I bought this one for myself. And I want more. Although I don't like that these spin. That's probably the most annoying part about it. But Hippo Happenstance asks, what's my favorite Christmas time food? I can't even think of specific Christmas time foods. I'm gonna go with hot cocoa, I guess, because it's really the only time I ever have any. Yeah, I'm a picky eater. I hate food, mostly. Mr. Jackson asks, no joke, serious asking, are you gay? You should click the little card that's going to pop up over in this region or this region. I don't know which side it is, this one I think. And you should watch that coming out video. That'll answer your question. Marion Sandstorm asks if I have any favorite Christmas time traditions. I don't actually think any of the stuff that we do is really tradition besides maybe opening a present the night before. I guess we'll go with that one because it's just the only one that we do. So that is therefore the only Christmas edition. Madeline Reynolds, what's your most embarrassing Christmas party memory? I'd have to have gone to a Christmas party to answer this question, so we're gonna move on. Cyan Tides asks, what's my favorite part about Christmas? You know, I'm gonna answer something different. I'm gonna go with being able to wear a onesie whenever I goddamn please because it's cold. Onesies are awesome. The Bravo Taco asks if I've ever done Secret Santa. No, I have not. Sadly, we did White Elephant, which is kind of similar, but everyone brings a gift that's kind of just generic. And then you trade around and try to get the best gift, and I always lose. Bravo Taco also asked what's my best and worst Christmas experience. We've answered those before. And will I do anything special on this never-ending 2016 Christmas? No, I will not. Bravo Taco asks, what is the weirdest, best Christmas tree decorations I've seen? I don't know if it's the weirdest or best, but I've seen those giant, like, silver trees, and those are really weird. They're, like, supposed to be, like, snow trees or something, and they just look really fake and weird. I don't know why people would buy them. Same Difference asks, what is my first Christmas memory? I'll have to say with at some point when I was living in Arizona, we had, like, a Santa come to our house with, like, a Mrs. Claus and stuff, and did, like, a Christmas party. Oh, fuck, I used to do Christmas parties. Whoops, I lied on one of the answers earlier. But I was, like, a kid, so it's never been as an adult. But, yeah, we had a Christmas party, and I just remember him sitting next to the fireplace. And that was all. That was all I remember. But it's my first Christmas memory. Yay. Massacre Megan asked if I go home for the holidays. Yes, I do. Anonymous Emo Turtle says, what is my favorite Christmas tradition? I still do. Uploading a video to YouTube. Oh, we're going with that one because we're changing it up. I guess every time I answer the same question, we'll just answer it differently. How's that sound? The Real Geo asks, what is my favorite part of the Christmas holiday? Does any of it stress me out? Not really. Right now, my major stresses are the fact that I'm moving in 5 weeks, and I haven't even figured out a moving company or how I'm shipping my car to Austin, and how I'm going to get all of the stuff down there while I'm also going to Pack South in the same time as the move. It's a whole thing, so that's really where all my stress is right now. But the favorite part of my Christmas holiday, being able to be bundled up and warm and drink hot cocoa. I guess we're not changing that answer. It is my favorite. Sean Heatherly asked, I prefer having a living tree or artificial tree. Oh, artificial tree 100%. I don't know. No, I don't need the smell of the tree. I need something that I can just plop down, fiddle with for like 5 seconds, and then be like, I'm done. The tree that I have already has lights in it too, so I don't have to do any work. It's really, really nice. And I'm not even bringing it out this year because it's under a bunch of boxes already. And I don't want to have to fucking move them all. So, yeah, we'll go with that one. Roxy K asked if I've ever gone out to cut a live Christmas tree from the forest. No, because I live in California, and there's not really like Christmas tree forests anywhere near the coast of California, which is where I've lived for my entire time in California. So no. Bull roar, are you gay? I'm just asking, not judging. Also, check out that link from earlier. That'll answer your question. It's yes. Marin Frank asks, in pop punk songs, do I enjoy listening to male or female voices more? Male voices. Female voices, I'm very, very, very particular about who I like. Like, Hayley Williams as a female pop punk singer is great. And I can't think of another one off the top of my head. Sarah Abbey asks, what is the most awkward Christmas experience I've ever had? I was not necessarily a part of it, but when I was working at Vans, one of my coworkers was Jewish, and we had to work up to the up to Christmas, and we were doing like whatever sale we had, and we had our Santa hats on that were like Vans themed. I have it somewhere. And my Jewish friend was at the register, and this nice old lady said Merry Christmas, and my Jewish friend was like, thanks. And for the rest of the day, she was in a sour mood, because that's what happens when, yeah. Sarah also asked if I've been planning to do any Christmas Eve vlog or going anywhere. No, I'm just going to go home, and I would record and maybe do a vlog, except the internet is so bad that I can't even load a web page on the Wi-Fi. So, when I'm there, I have no internet, and it's going to be real rough. Oh, man. Shadow Kovas, which real life or non-real people would I invite to a Christmas party? All the anime characters that are awesome, because I'd want to see them fight. But generally, I wouldn't do a Christmas party, because I don't really like parties, and I don't drink. Jake Miller asked what's my favorite Christmas memory. We're going to go with the time that I streamed on Twitch before Christmas, because it's best and worst, because it kickstarted this, and without that, this wouldn't have happened, so that's why it's my favorite. Carson Amos asked, what's the dumbest Christmas party story? And this was one that wasn't hosted by me, my parents put it on, but Santa was flown in, and he had just had leg surgery, so he had a prosthetic leg. And he was walking into the party, and there's a bunch of little kids there, and his leg falls off, and they had to kind of rush him out and get it reattached before bringing him back inside. And yeah, Santa's leg fell off. That's the thing that happened in my life. 7 Deadly Sins, favorite and least favorite Christmas movies. Elf, Night Before Christmas, Die Hard. Least favorite, I can't think of any. And that does it. If you guys have any questions for next week's theme, which is New Year's, New Year's resolutions, and those sorts of things, then let me know in the comments down below. As always, frienders, my name is Ritz. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
That's on you.
He just went to the fast.
I hit the wrong door! No, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Why did I grab you? What the fuck?
Fuck off, Nick!
I pimped it out and everything.
Brennan.
Listen, this is an awkward situation.